today I'm going to explain the difference between centripetal force and centrifugal force. So let's say you have an object, right? An object is moving in circular motion. You have a ball, and this is the center. So we usually know that the centripetal force is the force acting to the center of the centripetal force is literally the force acting toward the center of the motion. So let's say this is an object, right? This object has a tangential acceleration, where it's suggesting you have a tangential acceleration. So it also has a what? It also has a centripetal acceleration. So we usually know that the centripetal force, which is usually a constant at Fc, is usually equal to mass. We usually know that the force is equal to, or we usually know that the force is equal to, according to the second law, right, of Newton's law, force is equal to mass times acceleration, right? And you know an object moving in circular motion, right? It has a centripetal acceleration. So force is equal to mass times acceleration. But this is not a usual acceleration, this is a centripetal acceleration. And what is this acceleration equals to? Centripetal acceleration, we know that centripetal acceleration is equal to V squared over R. And R is usually the radius of our circle. So the centripetal force is equal to Fc is equal to mv squared over R. And where does the V squared of R come from? We know that there is an angle between when an object is moving from here to here, right? An object is moving from this angle to this angle, right? We know that this angle is equal to this angle. We know that this is V1, this is V2. And this is R1, R2, right? And the difference between these two velocities, right, is equal to dV. And so dV over V is equal to, this is the difference between the dr, the difference between the two r's, is equal to dr over r. So V is equal to dV r over dr. And as we know, the AC, or the acceleration, is equal to dV over dt. So we know dV is equal to drV over r. drV over r times 1 over dt. And we know we know that dr over dt is equal to v, which is equal to v squared over r. So we know that the centripetal acceleration is equal to v squared over r. So centripetal force is equal to mass times acceleration, which is the centripetal acceleration, which is equal to mass times v squared over r. So now, what's next is the centrifugal force. That's what's next. So I would know, right? An object moving in circular motion, right? It has the centripetal acceleration, the centripetal force, but it has an opposing force to the centripetal force, which is what? Centrifugal force. So centrifugal force is literally the opposite force opposing the centripetal force. So literally centrifugal force is equal to also mv squared over r. But it literally has the minus sign because it's literally the opposite force opposing the centripetal force. So let me check if you have any other question to answer.